Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I'm doing my product research in 2020 right now to find Amazon FBA products to scale my business with. Figure the best way to show you guys be to just let you tag along and actually watch me do product research. So there's no real plan here. I'm going to be showing you how I actually do it organically, just what I would be doing on a normal work day. So be sure to like and subscribe, stick around to the end. If you happen to be new here, I'd love to have you join and subscribe and click the notifications down below. But other than that, guys, let's just jump right into it. So we move over into my computer here. Literally, I have nothing open. I have nothing planned other than the fact that I'm going to be doing product research like I normally would. So a lot of you guys have requested this from me. I haven't done a product research video in a while. And the first place I'm going to go, honestly, is to Black Box Keyword Research by Helium 10. I used to not use software so much, but I've almost completely switched scripts as far as when I'm doing product research. I used to organically look on Amazon a lot. You look back on my channel, you see me doing that a lot. But that was actually before these tools came out, specifically the keyword research ones. And I absolutely love keyword research. I almost do keyword research instead of product research now. So if the number one thing, just before we jump into this, you're looking for keyword demand, or else there's no point in selling on Amazon, okay? Go sell on Shopify if you don't have keyword demand on Amazon, because the whole point is that Amazon's driving our traffic. That's the beauty of Amazon, is that it's kind of, once you get the ball rolling, it can become passive because you're not having to spend time figuring out where to send customers to buy your product. It's ranked and then it's going to be purchased. And enable for that to happen, you're going to need an existing base of customers that's consistently looking. So I like to see anything from 5,000 to 10,000, if not more than that, searches per month for my exact product. And now that we know that we're looking for that, we can actually just say, well, how do I find a keyword that has that many searches per month? If I know that I'm looking for that, then I don't even need to bother looking for a product. Let me just look for a phrase that gets searched 5 to 10,000 times per month that leads to a market where there's not that many listings. That's the ideal scenario, right? So let's get into it. So this tool, if you don't have it already, there will be a link down in the description below. You can actually get a discount, save 10% for life. So this is a monthly recurring subscription. I pay for it. I used my own link. So I pay like 80 something a month for this. Without that, it's about 97. So we'll get into it here. Search volume is the part we were just talking about. So that's going to be your demand, your exact customer search volume for any specific given phrase. So I want to see nothing with less than 1,000 searches. Now, feel free to play around with any of the filters that I'm about to give you, because I don't think you should follow just one thing. The beauty of these tools is that as we move these filters around, we actually see more results. We see things we didn't see before, and maybe some days we're targeting really low demand. Some days we want to see some competitive stuff. So have some fun with this, but just as a nice round number, we'll say we want at least 33.3 repeating customers per day to be looking for our product. That's 1,000 searches per month. And then a maximum, no, we don't really have to put a maximum. It's just not necessary right now. Maybe we'll get rid of some of the crazy inflated things right now, and that's specifically why I'm making this video. So we'll go 50,000. If something has more than 50,000, maybe it's just probably circumstantial, and we don't need to see it right now. Monthly revenue. Now here's a really interesting thing. So my goal with any Amazon product is that I want to make $100 a day. I actually got that from Tanner J. Fox all the way back 3 years ago when I started pursuing this. His goal was always $10 profit, 10 units a day, $100 a day, $3K a month. All right, if I could do that, I could just keep doing that. And if I could do it repeatedly, then I could scale my business. So that's always something that's kind of stuck with me, and I actually enjoy that quite a bit. So what we're going to be looking for, and now here's something. So you would say, okay, maybe at best case scenario, I could get a 50% profit margin, right? Well, then I would only need to sell 6,000 a month to get $3,000 a month in profit. Well, here's the thing. If you want that, then you need your competitors to actually be doing quite a bit more than that, because it's unlikely that you're going to come in and just completely obliterate all your competitors' sales. So I like to see the market that I'm going to be selling in actually has a little bit higher than that. So maybe we'll go 7,000 minimum in monthly revenue. That's a little bit high, but I want to see some demand. And then price here, we're going to go with a minimum of only $7, guys. So this is something that I do that I'm not sure a lot of people do. I set that rather low, right? I've seen a lot of people go minimum 18. No. at least in the way I've been doing it for a while, I'd rather see more results and vet them out on myself. I don't want to not see things that might be opportunities. So I tend to go pretty wide here with my price range. And then what I'll actually do is I'll come up here and I'll go to 50. Anything over $50, it's not that you can't sell it. I've heard a lot of people be like, you leave the impulse buy range. Yeah, that holds some weight to it. But really, I could sell something over $50. My shelf that I sell right now, my macrame shelf, is actually $48.97. It's $50. And I sell those every single day. And that's one of the products that makes me well over $100 in profit every single day that I'm showing you how to find things like that. But the problem with things over that price range, at least for me when I was starting, and still to this day, by no means can I launch super expensive products yet, is that as you drive up your price on Amazon, your sourcing cost goes up as well. So what we're gonna end up with is, if we keep going up and up, we're gonna end up with $20 units to source. And then I'll talk about ordering 200 or 300 of those. It gets pretty expensive pretty quickly. And I tend to like to keep my launches below a few $1,000s. Review count. So we're just gonna max this out right at 150 here. I don't necessarily care if there's a lot of reviews, because the reviews, again, I might miss something because it was in a market that it actually has low reviews, but everything around it are somewhat irrelevant results. Those have high reviews. And Amazon thinks that, hey, these are all grouped together. So this is one market, but we could figure that stuff out on our own intuitively. Review rating, we're not gonna touch. There are some theories about, hey, set that rather low, because if something's still selling good with a low rating, blah, blah, blah. Well, a lot of the times you're actually going to be sourcing things from similar suppliers. So if the review rating's kind of low, I've almost always seen that as a bad thing. I've tried to get around it. It's really hard, again, with a low budget, to go in and create a completely new product for cheap. Okay, so I tend to like to find things where maybe the product in the general niche is actually rated well, but there's a specific design or a specific bundle that's missing that I can sell, because then down the line I'll actually have good reviews just like them. Unless you have a bigger budget, then by all means go create a custom molding, fix the issue, that works too. So we won't touch that for now. Word count, I'm gonna go with a minimum of 3 actually. I tend to find that 2-word phrases, and it's really ironic because one of my products is macrame shelf. That's my main keyword. It's actually 2. But I believe when I found it was macrame hanging shelf, or macrame wall hanging shelf, or even just wall hanging shelf. 3 tends to work better. 2 tends to be a little bit broad. Again, play around with it. Set it to 2. Go 2 to 7. Go 3 to 8. Try it out. But we're going to stick with this for now. Lastly, we want to select our categories. We're going to go arts, crafts, and sewing. We'll go home and kitchen. We will do industrial and scientific, office products, patio, lawn, and garden, tools and home improvement. I'll probably stay with something just like that. Maybe we'll do a little toys and games, and that's probably good. We'll stick with that. And then shipping size tier. We'll do small standard size, large standard size, and small oversize. Any of these, again, you're just gonna drive up your fees, and if it's in that range and it's one of those, you're probably not gonna be profiting too much. And then we could go over here to competing products. That's a tough one. Sometimes I will do that, but for the sake of this video, I'll touch on that another time. We're not going to use that. So we'll just go ahead and we'll hit search right now. All we're going to do is we're going to look through here. You can notice that we're actually seeing keywords. What we're looking at is this, we're seeing keywords showing up. You might be wondering, if you don't know what this is, where's the picture? Where is the product? It's not that. Remember at the beginning of this, we said we wanted to find something with demand that's actually a phrase that's being searched X number of times. So if we look here, we can see actually search volumes listed. So AO and TO mask. I'm not actually sure what that is. We might click on that. It sounds like a brand a little bit to me. But we'll click on it. It's being searched 12,000 times. And that's really what we're focused on. Average monthly revenue of almost 9,000. And price is relatively low, so it might be something we could start out pretty quickly. If we do view on Amazon here, we could head over and it'll bring us right to it. Oh, it's a mask. Okay, I got it. Yeah, this is, if you know what's going on right now, of course this is going to be selling well and it's going to have a lot of searches, no doubt. So we're going to skip that one. That's, kind of like a trendy item. We want to go for things that are sustainable, will be selling for years to come. And I'm saying that because I used to be the guy who only wanted to do stuff like that. It just bit me in the butt too many times. It wasn't steady enough. It was kind of hard to, level out and make it scalable. So now I've moved into things like home and kitchen, products that are just, you rank them and they only get better and better with time. They don't actually fall off. We'll just look through here, handwriting without tears. I'm guessing that's something to help people learn how to write. Yep. Okay, so we'll look through here. I don't love it. Keep looking. I'll tune back in with you when we find something that I like. I'm actually just gonna look through here. Sometimes it takes a little while. All right, welcome. I've just actually found, I only scrolled down like 2 more times. So literally I didn't even need to cut out there, but so we were like here when I said that, went down a little bit further. It was the last one that showed up. We're still on page 1 here. Outdoor wall planter. Now again, we were just touching on this. This is something that's right up my alley, something, I actually sell. Look over here, that shelf right there is my product on Amazon. That's what I sell. And the fact that I could sell something within the same home decor, patio, lawn and garden thing, something that I really like because of the stability of it, right? You rank a shelf design that sells well, it just keeps getting more and more good reviews. There's really no like trendiness to it. Same thing with this. It's just something that people use outside of their house, right? It's something that's always going to be selling. It's not a trendy little band or something like that, or a little LED fan thing that breaks instantly and you get bad reviews. So we're gonna go view this on Amazon. I actually just had it pulled up, but I wanted to show you how I found it. It's just right there, one of the things that popped up. And check this out. So some of you might think this is kind of hectic, but I thrive in these areas. I love when there's not like a central theme. That's actually a really good thing, because we actually just came across what is now a market. This isn't a single product idea. This is actually an entire market that maybe, well, okay, now we could sell that product, and we could sell that product, and we could sell that product. And maybe all of them have pros and cons. So what I like to do when I find something rather broad, like a market like this, now I go, okay, well, let me go ahead and see who's doing well in here, and can I find commonalities of a few different products that are all doing well, that have search demand, that have low quality competitors competing against them. So we're gonna go ahead and check it out. I've really been actually liking this graph lately on Helium 10 X-ray. I used Jungle Scout Chrome extension for a long time. I use both of them, but in this case, in the current time that we're in, where things tend to, there's products that are doing $1 million a month that in 3 months from now might not sell anything. So I've been using this a little bit more just so I could see, okay, is it steady? Is it like a vertical spike? It's things I like to check out right now. So check this out. I was looking through here, and all I was doing, I was kind of looking at revenue a little bit. I was like, okay, who's doing really well? Okay, they're doing really well. It's Martha Stewart. So again, that's branded. So I skipped it. Then I was like, oh, okay, what's this? So it is a wall planter for outside. It's an outdoor wall planter. That's the keyword that people were searching. There's like 36 slots. It's cheap to manufacture. All those plants don't come with it. It's actually just the fabric thing. So we'll open that in a new tab. Check this out. Okay, they only have 31 reviews. They're doing $15,000 a month. How long ago did they start? Okay, looks like they actually went out of stock there. Before then, they were doing great. They came back in stock. They're doing great again. This is going great for them. They just launched a few months ago. Very similar timing, actually, to when I launched my product. My last one, that shelf I just showed you in February. They're doing great. So then I would come back and I would go, okay, well, maybe that's just, I can't rely on just one data point. I need to triangulate between believable reference points. So let's go and try and find another one. Okay, here's another one. 51 reviews. Look at this, 14,000 a month. So now the only two showing up here, we have 15,000 a month with 31 reviews and 14,000 a month with 51 reviews. And then there is actually no more that I could see in this viewpoint. So then we'll click onto his. Okay, he has an even less optimized listing and picture. He has a couple different variations here. When did he launch? Okay, he's actually been launched for a long time, and that's good because it gives us more data to go off of. I was worried that this might be somewhat seasonal, but it doesn't look like it is. It looks like from March all the way through maybe until December, it's doing really good. I don't know what that was all about because it's not repeatable. It didn't happen back here. They were getting ranked this initial time. and now they're selling great. So yeah, they went on a stock there. It's doing phenomenal. Okay, that's doing great. We're only in May, so even if this did only sell good until December and then in the winter it dried up a little, it's totally fine by me. If it sells 10 months out of the year, that's great. This is phenomenal. Okay, so there's actually 2 listings. I'm not in love with either of their listings, and they're low competition listings. This one has 36, this one has 36. Okay, so then what I would do is okay, here's another one. How's this one doing? 52,000. Wow, okay. How many reviews do they have? They have 265, but it's only 4-star. So there we go. So maybe we do something that's a combination of those. So what is causing them to do so well? That's something that I would ask myself. I want to know, how can we reverse engineer this to take those characteristics that are the reason that they are selling well and bring them over into our listing so that when we launch it, it's a no-brainer for that customer to buy ours. So maybe we can find one, again, not make one, because it would be hard to manufacture this with a low budget. And most of my videos are geared towards people who are just starting. Maybe we can find one where half of it is this style of pocket, or this would be a better viewpoint. And then maybe this last tier, instead of these being separated, this is all one big one. So now we've gone and we've combined the one that's doing 50,000 a month with the other 2 that are doing really well on their own into one proper product that customers are looking for. So that's a little bit of how I would be doing product research right now. I'd start by finding something that has demand. Outdoor wall planter alone has over 2,000 searches per month. It's phenomenal. And again, that's actually just one keyword for this market. I'm sure there's also tons of other variations of, vertical wall hanging planter, vertical planter, outdoor planter, pockets for herbs, planter. There's probably so many things that'll lead you to this product. And I bet you there's actually over 10,000 searches per month. So remember that there's a total market search volume, not just specific market or specific product search volume or specific phrase search volume. So when the next steps that I would take here, I don't want to keep going on in this video for too much longer, but what I would do is I would go do more keyword research. Okay, try and focus on understanding where these sales are coming from. If you could take advantage of that and get this advanced level of knowledge about what the customers are searching, well then you've almost stepped back and you're in their shoes now, because you go, oh, if they're searching for 14 pocket outdoor wall hanger and 800, even if it's just 800 people are looking for that, but no one's selling that, well then that's what I would come in and do, guys. So that's what I did with my hanging shelf. At the time, I didn't even know I was going to be selling a macrame shelf, but I was searching for hanging shelf. That was going to be my product. I ordered samples. I ordered several samples of these totally different kinds of hanging shelves. Then I said, well, wait a second. There's people that are searching for macrame hanging shelf. There's only 700 at the time. Now there's several thousand because it's kind of growing as a trend, just how farmhouse was. But I saw that and I said, well, no one's doing that. So I think one person was doing it as a horrible listing. So very similar, if you can find a market where everyone's kind of bad quality, that's another great sign to jump on something. But study it, okay? Be tactical with your moves. Go now research and figure out what the customer is looking for. And my best ideas are gonna come from getting into my keyword research, not just hunting for products. So if you can understand what they're looking for, you can develop the perfect product for them, put it in front of them at an offer that they can't refuse. Sounds like a movie or something, but that's really how marketing and consumer psychology works. That's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you are having a great start to your week. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And other than that, guys, I'll see you here on the channel for another video tomorrow. Later.